This is Wontumi TV. Truth and integrity.
Akwaba, Wontumi TV sunye. Ebusia, the first time I watch na subscribe. Yourself. Na wa like video no. Waja comment our comment section mo. We are na share my. Na Ashanti regional election for Council of State no. Enya koso omanya to wi. NDC chairman no. We NDC for na wi ni. Na ya sisi ka almost what the assembly members na nya saketwa. See as first no kra na duabo mu suma ne da ho. We just carry and don't have to so no waka da be kana wo yeah. Council of State omu koto mampanyin for no keke na brebo mu twa wo nya saketwa. JB afaya wo. Now innocent. And so the one him that on the way innocent but on innocent sir. Was say MPP for na nkasa no mo bo okro no for ata na nkrofo no mo nyansa no wo fom. Me kind of straightforward mo. Was mo nyansa no wo fom, o ma dwen wo fom. Ejira mo bo okro no ana tokro bia na ho fencing bia na ho mo bo okro no tantan fun kwase akro no sa na safo no o mo t-shirt yo frata t-shirt nyina ba o ma yo frata t-shirt nyina de nam kromo mo so mo hwehwe frata so I wanted won so be hu nso no o SB mark cash wana wan kasa e dey so frata I wanted ado my MPP for na JB Captain Smart brother ne co-host ni de jayo NSS so asem o de yankoti boy
koye delegates awa Ashanti region ko minister koye delegate Ashanti region ko minister ai o beso nyeska go to Ashanti region
and now they finally so Bempah ba
but enra no taxes are no woman na no day. Who's about originally so about 2 years 5
Did you say taxes?
Tactics.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Tactics. And another tactics in the dorsal. Omo year 86 and the kwakoto abano
delegates no.
Yes, omo kwakoto abano Council of State for omo kwakoto abano. Omo year 86. And another circumstance nanka achakra by 11 o'clock 12 the night say. Na ko bia be to the day that so bia pe de be bia fa. Asate wi be 2. Ekeka ko 3 di mu ho no. Na ko focus wo camp. Black Stars for Premier for. No bu gusu wo camp. Eni ya camp mo santi e twa ya ma. E bo be ya around 4:30. Asena ye job mo se mo mra da mo be se nkoto mo aba. Na mo ba no. Wo mo botom pa se twa yo.
That's a new way on pocket, you know.
Oh God.
And then the bundle.
O shop butter pa go kwabna ne butter achese. Ada say the trouble and I said the numa ekufu. As the say obi a wanya atwo. Na ade any way dey say ya.
Na chon so obi anya dey say be show.
Ade any dey say that wende. But it was all good. Anya kra no omato aba na wie. Congratulations to Chairman Bempah. Now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And at 4 p.m. and now almost in. Yes, and at 4 p.m. Now almost try some better about it. And at 4 p.m. Council of State if why almost control about no now some more about so no. And then and now nyame eya doma 4 p.m. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And best so in. Timeno Kasai. Most likely say almost all the elected Council of State members nina achakra by 11 a.m. in the morning. So we na be drunk and had them say na fe. Omo edio money chef Flagstaff House. Then from next week you koni na no. Government business will start. Into omo anomo acting CEOs, acting Director General, acting this, acting that in consultation with the Council of State, you know. They will be confirmed. Now, if you're much me, Ediomujuma as substantive CEOs and Director Generals and what have you. Until then, Ghana Mranoma who can say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, oh, yeah, Ghana man, he made me appoint Ubia say, onko nonko ye acting CEO or onko da dwuma de bia no okoda no na se council of state for enne di nkomo na ntiase ne bibia ye adwuma then that person will be fully confirmed. But I am looking sir later this morning the nature mo bi pebekasa na ya hwe ne me ekoso
na omra e obetimi akasa de
nipo ya odam kwa so kra bankran or the flight be bankran nche bia because at the 4 p.m. Nanado so I have my best way. But you see, the dynamics was so simple and quite interesting. Tago. Most of our contesting now LPP phone call.
Our contest
was Shanti region.
Okay.
Most of them LPP phone call. But Enra Assad around 9-10 ni mo ane Ibrahim Abubakar Kasa from Ashanti region. Or indicating say Crystal Rose Mamina CEO Crystal Rose owner no. Ono MPP ni nebo ade de mu cheye no kra ne say ekoye chema Wontumi camp. Ena ode no ho kwaku apia camp. Ode no ho kwaku apia support Crystal Rose Mamino because Nana Kasa Buadu and supported Chaban Odino Kwakuapia during his election. As a matter of fact, yes, I agree with Zimahene. Or supported Chema Wontumi. Emma Chema Wontumi Ebo Koka from.
Okay.
Our more elections need to not just say a no-go area at the Mawina. But prior to NRA elections, no, Crystal Rose Mameno stepped down. What's wrong with you? Now we throw the support. Tio NPP are all call contests. On the NDCD, we're stepping down and throw the support. And the amount NDCD no. What does it tell you? Other aspirants and I say other nananum bi obo contest here. Ebi no so do other so stepping down. And throw weight and the man Chama Bempah. In Teko we are I think 46, 39 or something like that. But a simple majority. Now, first of all, I didn't answer your Juma BM. Yes, sir, Bako. Yes, sir. Bako, dear. When you're the Sikadima, say, ya, Sumani, so now the circus no abudia, no aje, now call. No ako to aba. And first one, I defy. Second one, it's a fast. But all in all, and surprisingly, there may be CC here, and I was quite surprised. The former Minister of Education, Yeraya Oseduchum, Eko Homu denying access because no near accreditation. Kennedy Akopre Japan, and I see sir, Nekofoni Bia started to write up so near idea to debunk the fact that he was denied entry. That is a simple fact. Ya fe na be chire mu ye no ntoto atintintinti ya ma the crime and then simplicity ye wie akopra kwa Japan all kodo ni accreditation or a former member of parliament or a interested party and I say ya wadutwum or no a certain member of parliament and mabosomtwe. In any case, former immediate past education minister or your interested party because the constituent assembly members and as assembly member and the presiding member ever to abani be. It's why you're interested. And it shows the level of security arrangement Dr. Frank Amwakohene and I applaud him for that. But we are not going to say heavily secure that security zone. I had the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council. And upon the request of some of the aspirants, there's some movie there they call neutral grounds. And the neutral grounds near Prempah Assembly Hall. And how was also there. All what they needed was a big gap. All what they needed was a big gap. And of course, Obunya that wide and big margin. Ebino also kodi yamransam ye chiche wo. Ebino mu kodi yamransam ede sem hunu em ye chiche wo. And I hope and pray, sir, those people, Emrani will be accordingly. So move free why camp. So move free Sumasi camp. So move free Benton camp. So move free Yantechi camp. So move free why camp. Yama Mrano, anyone do. And yes, sir. Ye try in Serbia to hold one Masan San Bayan Sabone and Yamaye. If you are somewhere around 2014, 2015, yeah, they got to 2016 abano. There was one particular issue and not Ghana for you now. There was a high level of economic mismanagement. Na Ghana for near pay say ye hu ye ho ano. Near say dollar na moving from one city drawing president Kufuor time. Aba be do 4 cities 20% intina edin e de mayen. Yenya abaya na de Kufuor ni bia ye gie. Kasa twitwie ahantan ene niema hodo bia. Omo ne Ghana ni kasa asa ne Ghana ya well edi amawon. That was the first term of the certain President John Dramani Mahama. Na ne Kufuor ni bi aye gie dodo. Na ne Kufuor ni bi amama wo ho so omo kunko te se for supete. Itina Ghana for pe wona ni ma hwe kra. Na da Kufuor no gina ne gidie so katashi ekwa pro first one ekwa campaign second one third one or the 3 years HS and the buyer. It's yet to about the first year, the first 6 months of Nana Kufuor's government. Na amamwoni ye pa. Tiye. Na amamwono eye pa. Somewhere around 2017. But Kaisa, in 2017, na Ghana eguso ehye IMF ase. Tio, na Ghana eguso ehye IMF ase. Na dia ye kokoye ni na ne se ko siki for bailout. Na ese some producer ya dia ni bu oman no esi enti agrofo ne mra no mo mayeska ni ye mpe nkofo bi ntina no mo fa mu amamu ne fa mayen mo fa rule Ghana fa mayen apaniapa yenya the likes of Kusibuafu public sector reforms CEO public sector reforms ebeka sabe brebe gene num tira Ghana for say amamu ne de eda wonsa no te say sabe mprediasa pena ye de show paper so nti ye de ma wona no woko wodanim finito na omo no mo kwei Emma, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to say, yes, we have the man. Yes, we have the man. Yes, we have the man. Nana Dagwa Kufuor every year say, yet the Sikaso, or my, I got a may, and you hear mine. Na enam amamwa enko yenti e komde na Ghana ya mo bododo. So the last State of the Nation's address His Excellency Nana Kufuor Ebema at the Parliament of Ghana or indicated said Ghana is not broke. Not just a Ghana ha sikawa ha pa. Ghana ekomo obusia after the 2016 IMF conditionalities. Yetua mwa maya extending Ofori Atta extending no. Eba bekaya Ofori Atta ye kenke party ne wate party our Ministry of Finance no mo. So bi abedi bi na Ghana ba bi ye dri de o say ye. O sha na tade fufuo. O yi ne hankechi. Na fi okono obasa no himsa because ba bi Ghana dri de. Emma mrashe medwam ho. Mutie komoni ye pa. Mrashe medwam the late John Kuma nyame fa declare say ye. Onemia member of parliament sticker Mia MP Stephen Amwa adodo na friend sticker Ejina Mrashe medwam ni host of other members of parliament eka say yanko IMF na ekwa IMF china yanko IMF na ekwa mefuchina. Just because they have the manner, a bano esikasamu tutoya. Don't go there. Say MPP and then you catch a form MPP more. And this is for not born to the point to say they cannot manage the economy. Yemfa economy never share MPP for sir. Because one way you catch for, you were lawyers who home, you were accountants who home, you were professional, you were named before I would war and MPP. Muti yemfa my money from my own. Ghana didn't need my own. Ghana for who will be amable. And the need the bowers and another one who follow. Only go for Montreal. Now, and now I'm no can say. Ocean the challenge, the key challenge is what Ghana had to say. One, a car, a hoodwa, a share your conswa, and let me know me. Tagwa, why am I this or Babawo? Say by August, no awo. And yet, to pair a crowd say your frumono or the car. Or do you be a cast or the Ghana car? A car, a dark Ghana swa, a mini yen. And ya kakitwa, and I'm say, you're paying for now, Bob Bussia, especially kind of Ofori Atta, a bought to Chamberlain Bussia, and ya Bussia Kitwa. Now, yeah, or not the bank. See, or not the bank, and I am the financial advisor, and on the year that transaction. Now the Gabio Chedako, Ababe lawyer, not just say, Omoko Kwaje Bosia in the name of Ghana. No one Tenedia, no, so where's that Tenedia? Tesadia, Oko Hospital. And if I to Fobeka say, my Jimmy is also called Jose. My Jimmy is also called Jose. It is a kind of Atta till the area, or the Ghana Kobobu say we are not, or not till the first one, the percentage the area. Not the lawyers are swat your money, not a somebody till the no matter to not fit a Canada be good Ghana for ye so. Not me minute ago, anyone wash me, na ye Bob Bena. Ye do my dear to free. Na ye ya kwako TSS Canada ma kind of Ofori Atta. Oh yeah. Enyuma ahudwa na ka Ghana ni beye na ka de satumi akoda no na ode ne sasha ni botoma watumi anya sika e de yi akohoma no Ken Ofori Atta ni na nadada kwakufu ado ehwe twedi amponya kompo basa yi adom anim egu sa banks ni na adanya yese sa banks no aso den enti yetimi ma won sa license ne ma yetimi ye den efa operate sika na kebetimi dia sha bank ni mu na bank na timi agira ne naso Ken Ofori Atta say Dabida onye da na bom sika odi begu bank no eso che sika ye de be dey e de be ma bank ne dia agina e mo kwate sika do so po aye Ghana sika minu mienu bosia ye kobo ye a ye say ye de ba be ye puntu nyuma e wo Ghana ha ne ye da so faso no Ken Ofori Atta fa anya sa de no ono e de na busuafo e make sure say ye de sika no e ko good banks no Emma ye render kofo heavily unemployed omo praye omo yare ye amino ka say binu kura nya stroke e da dem omo ahiri won kwa ya me fa wo kra say me nka mo ya o na mom na eya enu no kwada chen Ghana for no binum a woko wa ho migiem ye adwuma ne yesi sika ye de bi beto ha no mu sei ye de kwakoto abai bond ye de kwakoto abai bond na ye koya ho migiem a la kakra bi abosome so a ye nya kakra de de akoya no no Ken Ofori Atta ka kire Ghana for say including Gloria Kufu, the former Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Aka kire say Adie wei Ghana ho akwa ho hihia mu enti ye ya kase ye etua mu sika na emwa ye enti munum suo atwan wo pe And to conform a bray, especially all the board holders, a bit of taekwondo, and then I say for all in the name of haircut. Haircut too. And no, I go come actually. Yes, say, now say the way of your people to Numa, ya come up with you. But the way I listen bring put to Numa near pass a year near my year no. Say, ya pass, ya quine, na ya quine etimi ejran and dance rope, na gana yetimi fuck papa soa. And say, yeah, then you tria something you call e-levy. Make a car for what you do. You tria e-levy. Emma Kwadana who tried to bore our parliament. Ofori Atta insisted implementing that e-levy. Emma Sisi no can say e-levy about share call. Now me building all these points in kitty ni na me who say nyema bi wo ho no mo a. Enye na e de ba be hye. Ya bobosia abobosia abobosia eguso bobosia abobosia ma ye kwakọ wiache no bosia no so manfa so se ba kumpo bosia de ko bosia de ba ye Ghana yie no bosia no so amanfa so se ba ku sempo ne edi ma de say ya ti obi and ya suspect say di pano abokro no and we Ghana sika apede pa be kwani dem na dollars hye ho obekwani de na cedis hye ho obekwani de na euro hye ho obekwani de na pounds hye ho ene ye bi say ho say sam kofo na euros ne pounds ne dollars ne cedis e say won dem no adwuma poti be pa no moye e wo bu wiase mu a obusika no entimi nko bank ne ye fa so sika ne mo fa kokogu omo pass why ene adwuma ban ena sankofo we ye ya modu sam pepeso modu ya se nipa ba ko pe etimi nya over $1 million, over $3 million, over $300 million our account mu na se Ghana yina kokobo say $3 billion ah. You ask yourself say it bosia na ye kobo say ye de ba be Ghana ye no e hefa e de fa ye e de e de ye. The very first question, you left in now, you say, yes, and I can Ofori Atta, and yeah, the share your course, you implemented you left in the mayor Ghana, crying. Please, oh, please. See, I can't 1 minute, I can't say. Cannot 1 minute, sir. No, I told first, your finance minister. Ross Minister. Now, on records, they should give us records, sir. A chile gun of what said. Yeah, 11 you know what it is, yeah, no. I want they are constructing just 1 kilometer of road in Poe de Amaye. I just want to find out. Yeah, yes, it can be as a result of e-levy. How many kilometers of roads? And na levy. You cannot talk about not even a single road Ghana for a benefited from as a result of e-levy. And then in there, Ghana, we are burdened with heavy debt. Over 700 billion Ghana cedis. And I car and that honomo. But ya kwaje bosi ade aba bedi wo yanum. Ya kwaje bosi asikane tumi yira. Ya kwaje bosi ade de twa yanum. Spelele ne ya de yakoi. Ya se ya ne yanko because Ghana enya obi adea. Ghana ye dea. To a large extent, to a point where 88 members of parliament when that's so catching another Kufuano said, sack that man called Ofori Atta because Obama ye lusu ye our various constituencies. Amabono efa enemo ye no airtime ehu a bomb mine. Ye can not conform say Mo dey away some mo ya GB for because mo dey mo supporting the NDC. Some previous NDC yen no e na wo ho. E Ghana of war, sabe orun susu nim yansa e woni die. A wo so to be dwen e de ma wo ho. Omo e na dwane NDC. It is all to one woman say we are not talking for your political party and we are not talking for your interest. Now that's not one man can your person work hard and you want to because in any case we be asoma say ko join the NPP and I ko join the NDC. The difference is so clear. Ya bobo se ni wie ya. Ya je e-love ni wie ya. Ya je chacha bet ni tax ni wie ya. Yes, you from Coquetcher, Yentra Adia Banco Pet. I can afford that yeah. I just said the case in so. Near Genesis, I can't. Coquetcher Adia Udi Sicada ye. I mean, Nami no can say. A car ya day. I'm a cassie a chubby. A fibia, yes, obviously a debt. Can afford that a pussy quite chile. A two said that. Sammy, my bobby down there. It's in your battle. Honestly, best what she come and carry the cross on his head. Just because they do not care about you. They care about what they can have at the immediate point in time in their pockets. It's a car now, did you know? I used to chop the car. And then in there, John Dramani Mahama. And that's some baby who want to do somebody say, hey, Mahama, say, baby. Murafi said, at this current material point in time, ya wo bo Ghana ha no mu say no budget John Dramani Mahama any year adwuma NPP budget. Are you aware? In case you are not aware, I am telling you, Ghana has struggled with rising public debts, leading to the concerns about the debt sustainability. Yet to me, we cannot even sustain our debts. The government has sought to do a restructuring. So bako IMF akoko bobo siade nasefo ye kwa sisi Ghana ho kra nya kono biem. An economy that was left in your hands as a growing economy. Kind of Ofori Atta peso aye de ba bewie. Kind of Ofori Atta nko ade yakwa junk economy. Do you remember? Yeah, sikana. At the time when John Dramani Mahama a free office, assuming without admitting, say a force is 20% to the dollar. Kind of Ofori Atta be free so no you saying. See the depreciation. Eti ya mani yesika no kra ho nya nkɔ no biem. Aye hata dodo. When the car ye na na do kwakufu ado. Eni bonyama na wo Ghana city yesika di mu a. Ne yetumi de kwa mahodo so ekokɔ pɛ. And the trading, and the quatoniema, and your businesses. We lost the value of our money because of high level of depreciation. And now, as it starts now, 15 cedis is to $1. Maybe over 15 cedis to $1. How did we get here? The question is, how did we get here? Na yenya of finance minister ye jia a hard time can be treaty or then the map payini ya send your mbeka bi agu ya so achi nti MPs sorry ya say seven predecessor e ya kwa asam de ba won e ya sebulu kwa na MPs need. It as a result of that, most of these MPs 88 MPs no, most of them lost their seats. Ebinum so am nkobie ebinum lusu am seats. One of them e ya de apia kubi. Number 2, Eugene Boachenchi, soon being former member of parliament. Some of these MPs stood on their grounds because impunity cost war wokromu. And you say, yeah, the year of rose, you bet me within less than 3 days. Na kwani ina tutu. Mona, more finance ministry. I can Ofori Atta call. IMF buyer, a quack Jessica de buyer, Nasifo, I must start to send them more tonium, and they are dinner tata, yo, and never miss the crown. Are you people still there? Me, I'm a member of parliament who doubled as the former deputy finance minister. Seka, Mona must sit the beer with the Woodier Cratch of war. I wouldn't dear. I'm more dear, yet dear as a man. Mukuta PhDs and the professorships and what have you. Sekai, what have you done in your constituency? Dear contribution and to be added to the national discourse and especially in our finance ministry. Say ya come go fi Serbia. Ya bompo, but to say the John Dramani Mahama Kai some years back said Ghanaians will lack and they were short memories, you know. I am beginning to reflect to the fact to say, yes, indeed, as I hear there, your person's person to where oh, a trouble to Yamaniko, Ofori Atta is so alive. And tell you, and of free Ababumu. Say, I say, oh, near the yen Yama one in Konyaka Yamaho by Aubua. Yam Preda, I will come out and say, sir, Yama. Ne wedino omunim ko na ne akachire no when na mo ho bai. This was the time Ofori Atta ekokko busia baaye now when we did the final budget okay say oh we there a hotel budget peace libi especially me Mr. Kai no boba no bo to nyom no bo ya wuse and nasin for na look at this and why have you gotten to this time around? Yeah, right on. What that's so hard. More about told you can see yourselves in our videos in him. More. Now, our video anymore. Ofori Atta within the last budget. Can you see yourselves in the videos? Are you proud of yourselves this morning? Are you proud of the fact to say, and near man, most of so Ofori Atta somebody go Ghana? In a typical Ghanaian setting, sir, obi person ball chronoa. One, obesa that shirt had the fufu top and down. To make it look like he's an angel. Na okwana Bible said that more sa. Not the whole the level of hypocrisy or questioning them when you're the miam was sukusi. Number two, or question the fear and or question the kamu. Nasa or tunumwa. Or better that gospel songs when bien huya. Now we want and what te say there yen no mo kwato nyom and the mark Ofori Atta kwaba said onyame honhom esamra because Ofori Atta ko with budget na ye kron budget ye wo hwe Ghana wo I am not surprised to say most of us nya chom ye hwehwani mu ye man for ye so kron so ya boy, I'm a 1 hour book chrono, gather chrono, ye hailing those people, we hail thieves, criminals, ya so a comfort so na ya say the papa for me boy, ye did the papa who kwasa, as Sandra Brennase, near so a comfort so 1 year Sikanya who said time, as a book chrono, the account. On them said, dear, the party, ya the papa. What do say was say? I didn't know. What body no? Was say no? But then I'm so want to camp now young people near some predecessor. Why was this out the teaching a child? Teaching a child, what dear? Yeah, there cry people. So you go about and you be insulting people just in the name of say. Nipa na say adiano. We are no one be shen chana boy. Adiano dey say you. Na sabi adiano say no. What don't Kenya for now? In the eye of the public, you make it look as if say, oh, adiano dey yeah supporting Ofori Atta, yeah supporting another Kwaku Ford. We are no be say one corner. Now this is for now boy. Adiano dey. I say you by Timinka. Only why dey Timinka. Hypocrisy under the MPP government was the order of the day. Moi, Mukwajira Hana Motonyom. Onyame susube sabro. Sabe ye wajume. Onyame susube sabro. Sabe ye. Na mudi heli papa na. No se fitana. Ono ebo Ghana. Ama Ghana ba bedru ba biye yedri. And then these people, are you still there? Do you people still exist? Are you not people ashamed of yourselves? Huh? Ye kabum ye ka. Ya chum subai. Ene pesami kumi yanti. Sabe, ye kan no krana di e de tire ye nia ye se odi pakwa ni mu ade to benya kwabra no so akwa pede tattoo cities obeka nkwa asem saa from beginning to end. But meanwhile, ye nkwa na ye Ghana ni. Enya nkwa na ye Ghana ni. Sabe boa. Prophet Owusu Bempah. Tio. Prophet Owusu Bempah say, Nana do da kwa kufuado. Escameno. Jesus Christ. Prophet Owusu Bempah. Ono the prophet or didn't know esi Nana do da kwa kufuado. Ma pay ni wa Ghana ha. Ono ne say. Nana do da kwa kufuado escameno. Kind of Ofori Atta ebe da Ghana for the je. Ahomaso and the hand time titi can be. And I know the woman. And I know when ya the backing of on one casa de wafa. I do gagai. I do premine. And see a cassia tiani sudum somewhere. It is as a result of the bad economy of the Nana do Kufuado-led government. So now, Sikadi Ghana for Botoma and another Kufuado and I. And now NSS for at over 81,000 for and the go. So something that's a mood Diwosika and another Kufuado-led government. It's like I just said, another Kufuado no NSS boss. Now Mahama no ECG boss. Those times when there was doom so Mahama no ECG boss. And now Ghanaians cannot even boast and even be able to account for e-levy dodoa kind of Ofori Atta and then the Ghana Nana do Kufuado omoji yade Ghana. How much money did you people accrued? Sure, this is a direct tax from the good people of Ghana. When a tax at 2 year general direct, what's the name of Mokwajia? Yabeto, that's a nyatiwa. Sikada hifa and echo. Sikada hifa and echo. Sikadi ni ene gwabia eti Ghana for yet me bisa kind of Ofori Atta say kind of Ofori Atta kutu kuruyi. Sikado do say and I started to see a levy yenya e dey na this sikade dey aye. And I'm not in another can because Abuakwata tie yo Abuakwata no ye Ross minister. Omo kai budget ni wie ya do so ahomaso mu Pro Max. Ahomaso mu 46 plus. And I can say, hey, Tobu Tawagara ina, Mumubudi na gu ya the Belgian Sodai. Mosadi na the Belgian Sodai. Or we are want to me a seat, just not even one set. What to me a two foundation po. And all these people are working freely in our country called Ghana, and you sit there and tell me that we have people in the why. No, I mean just yeah, Sanko for why you know Ghana ha. Abuakwata ama wakwasi a huge financial loss to the states. Tobut ne yenya krana annually nothing yes about 4.7 million Ghana cedis thereabouts. See year. Yeah, na kebenya more than that. Then you people come and tell us say this was a mere chicken change. Mere simple common useless chicken change way. Yeah, na Ghana be yamaye. Na nia wojiji ye na boy ye po, ejiji ye no. Eno so unya say ya, what me aka kire ye. Akwa no do say and ade ko sorting ya, adane boachi bidi. Adane tokwa. And you sit there and tell me that we are people ni chen hwan, we are Ghana ni chen hwan. After say di je, ahomaso ni ahantan. Titi kai kabi. And ya bi ama sisi o man na ba bedru ba bi e dwi. Mona mo se mo ye kratefo, mona mo se mo kuta PhDs, mona mo se mo ye professors, mona ye de mo se nimdie nyina, kokwa na se nimdie nyina hye butiri mo no. Sa nimdie no, mo de ye dan e wo Ghana ha. And of course, I will not sit anywhere to say na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo wa anye bibia, me yes Adam ye dipa boni ni. But the expectation, and the free Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo honomo, and the banase free Ghana for honomo, and the man Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo no. Neso. He gave us very high hopes. And then indicate to us, say, or no bema Ghana ye. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo we are. Echa Ghana for poa. And poa mumpoa pa peyinia o champoa. Okaka say levels don't change. Okaka say sika mpede de. Okaka say bie weni na sha de. Okaka about to job at the about just because the two people were apart with each other. Odo ne wafa. Kado for that ne wafa Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And this is where God have bedroom. All the bondholders. Madam Mabanya Musika na sebunya. Bondholders Mabanya Musika na. You see, sometimes let us not behave more, let us not be more Catholic than the Pope. We are crying more than the bereaved. Yesu chen sabi kurani na no ne de share free mo no. Na what one mo ka tell say, "Oh ya get the chen wine. Oh ya pipi the chen wine." At the end of the day, you drive on bad roads, cost of living is high, BBI is extremely high, and you sit there and tell me what? There is a high level of corruption. How your system say? High level of corruption. And sir, and this American actor, yeah, or your comedian, what's the investment to be? About 112 million US dollars. He refused to pay 10% bribe. Yeah. Hey, can you imagine this? What a shame! What a shame! And all this thing happened under the watch of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And you sit there and tell me that you are more Catholic than the Pope. You sit there and tell me that you are more Catholic than the Pope. You're crying more than the bereaved. Who switch on one? The dish free mono. Then the interest men are. Sure. Yen shemra. Yen yanom. Pakwesin dum nemo. And the banking sector, the banking sector reform. Obu nyama. I mean, obu collapsing with business. Magazine for typical magazine for me. Hey, me say say we be run feed da. I was in the studios of Akuma FM. And Ashanti business owners, Ephraim said, they want to have a breakfast meeting with us. And it was so shocking to know, sir, the Ashanti business owners, Eka said, I want to try to for 1 week because I'm no air time. And then my boy ding. A 12 year go so yeah the national service personnel for say VRS or GRA4 I'm a jeje wo course nti oboto ade ado ba teke ne ba ko no ma jomo shade wo no ma teke sa ne manama and ne ma no eye basa. So most of them got frustrated. They went on a demonstration. Sa na what you mo ko demonstration and not Dankwa Akufo-Addo was in Kumasi. I remember Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo was in Kumasi. And the regional minister, the then regional minister, Akokrano, Samuel Semesa, Ekwa Dada, Ashanti business owners for now, and Omuka demonstration. They went back to their shops, they opened their shops, and that was the end. And as I speak to you now, magazine foire, Omuwa shops are Kessia, Omuwa shops are Kessia, Ewo Kumasi. Most of them are close shops. Mumisa century, Kwabda century, former Nadmo boss. Mumisa most of them are close shops because na atata ne doso. Na nyema nkoye, but don't want to be come because they were in the Ashanti region. And nyema it's not because you Ashanti region, but that want to be come because of your political affiliation. And baby, I drew what Ghana had to say no. We have gone past Atemdidie, we've gone past Akomatia, we've gone past Matatao, we've gone past Efrewura Nesaje, and we have gone past all those things. You know why? Because a Ghana ni na esentroni enya akomapa no enya kukudro no anka nkyira wo say hey kwaku ne wo ye airtime jaya obe na agi say bia koyo pem asem but na ka wo tena se e na ka wo tie no wo badwempa mu a na ka bia na ka wo ndu ba bia wadui na ka ndu ba bia wadui. But a typical of us, because of your political affiliation, any MPP 70, maybe I will meet to MPP mu, a typical MPP near when you broke your hands. Or some of them to about, Sandy Pacono or your MPP near when you broke your hands. Now you've seen Ofori Atta walking in the street of Ghana freely as if nothing has happened. Are you telling me, sir? Despite the akwasuni na Ghana for ebinumusu no mudiare ho no mwakasa ebinuma yare ebinuma wuwuro, these people are saying that at the end of the day Ofori Atta and another Kwakufuado and all those people who are the government should be working freely as if nobody cares. Most of me are Ghana for most of you ha. Hey, so Ghana in Israel yet. Some people in Israel yet. And you people thought that you were going to be in power forever. No problem. But the will of the people has prevailed. Yabakoswa Kai John Dramani Mahama every single day. That John Dramani Mahama, this was what went on. Sika, yaje ya, where the most shot there bakubi. Your former health minister, your friend said, Kwakwaji Mamenu. Mutias house of Munuweyo. Kwakwaji Mamenu. What me amre affordability hospital. Tio, what me amre Sevilla hospital. What me anya hospitals bebre. All across the country. Agenda 111 on the starting here. What me amre 10 and pound. Every your new mom at me anya sika. Akwa ko bia ultra-modern hospital when you chrome. You know the personal property. It is a nakasa affordability hospital no your papa dia. Emma ayi Sevilla hospital near Wuni edia ena ada agenda 111 dey wo se edia na ka be jai na say ba beduru ba bia du because e Ghana sika eye wo sika dey o bo ho bai but then nam say ba ko no nya Wuni dia ba ko no nya wo se dia affordability hospital enya Wuni ne wo se dia nti wa jai say no mom nsai na wo mom dey ye kokosi an ultra modern hospital FSC Ukrom all in the name say when you sika dey awie ma chimezi nsa so kwaje wo dey no problem. Nobody is against the fact to say what me and Yeska at their call put you ma Ukrom. But the young man in Diana no kuta Ghana Sikano and then yeah to me kwaye ya kwata vaccine Emma vaccine no na a spine na yasa rate the high afei papa nya kukuduro kachira Ghana for yi na say oh ye na nadwimu na ho wandwe hu yie na nadwimu na ho. And you sit there and tell me that. You sit there and tell me, say, oh, young people need to me. And now you're Ghana need to me. And you are crying more than the bereaved. May I prefer, say, look, for the benefit of clarity, Prophet Owusu Bempah say, Cheba Wontumi, and throw what we are seeing na on nature. Number two, another Kwakufuado ye Ghana man paying escameno. Na chema Wontumi ho entro chire nti na ma no mpe John Dramani Mahama asem. We are not against anybody. We don't care about the words you have. But the young Ghana, the no former Ghana. Ne odia basa woni baba ye swami interchange. Ye no sisa ne tie pe. But no, I'm Owusu Bempah. I'm Prophet Owusu Bempah. I love that man. He's been sincere. He's being sincere. Yera. Prophet Owusu Bempah, you are being sincere. You are telling Ghana, no crowd, but I tell you, I said I walk. Na kese sa do kwa we ka ntem enye nne na ka be eso onka but what kind of kra no na kese o ka no kra ntem sir chama Wontumi be twa ntro de kire and you see he got pissed off, he got so pissed off at the time I say na you come born naked ourselves I say onko free IGP na ka one no nka because e kwa omofa so che no nya kwa papa so wo dem nipa wo so frɛ no omo so onko frɛ Victor Kusibuate no one nka na one nka wi a ansa na wafa be friend Dr. Mahmoud Baumia because he is the chairman of the police council ansa na motumi agya look at this nonsense in our country and you see this is coming from your own people and here Owusu Bempah typical people for the better town because all kind of crap. Typical MPP for no mon person say ya mo adwin mu ebinu mo adwin mu oha no they will start insulting you, they will start attacking you. Na wa kasa wonnim how anya mane a ukọ mu e kwa ya fa so chewo any plot e kwa ya fa so na ka ye de ewie wo kra na Ghana buy ne sofo anya asem a na yes, before so ne IGP be kasa no onko frɛ sofu bi ansa onko frɛ Victor Kusibuate na Victor Kusibuate frɛ IGP because on ne na ye fine Victor Kusibuate ne Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enkasa na fe ono no mom ne IGP nkasa I mean what is this? And finally Yera Opim so wadaroma Wadaroma. Manufo ba jubrel. Wa ba eno nana. Sampai. Meka we de twa to. Baby a KM opposite. Filling station in chemu ho no mo pe. Asase na da ho no mo no. Na ya ban asase. Yekobi se mo ayase yaton. Yaton ne mra ben ayase yaton ne Sampai mre so. Wadauma. Esase ya baya sase a. Wadauma wo da uje mu de ma ban se won fa nye mpuntunwuma, won fa nye ne me betumi aboa Ghana fo. Ye wuranom sabono se be sa no ya regional minister. E de Sampai ye KM boss. Ye bisa wo se sase no we he. Project be no mo de ye. E ba de sai e na kofo sisi dan de siso. E ba de sai na sisi akofo sisi dan. Ediasi asase na ye de si wono mo say ye de be ye puntunwuma ba ko na daka me opposite na ye wo filling station na chi so filling station wono mo no na nka ye se ye de ba be ye theater anye bia wadarumo na no manimu a ye misa Sampai na ye ke me boss say sa asase no hwan ton ye sa sika de ko hefa it is sabi prediasa say if you don't have a vision to do something, don't kill the dreams of other people. What they also want you see, yet you say, Wontumi yet, I don't know the problem before. But men say, Akwenya, the future plans of other people. The whole Ashanti region, there's no one single theater in the Ashanti region. No one, not even a single theater in the Ashanti region. And the plan was, I assassinate kakra, how you find pa? Yaton. Ye bisa Sampai sa nye bia wadarumo asase no hwan ene ton ye ne awia ye bisa sabono se be sa se aban sase a na da rich ba ku bia da golden tulip nche hodomo a na it looks like a forest reserve sa ye hodomo ye clear hodomo na de sisi ada wadarumo asase no hwan ene ton ye you're a regional minister Dr. Frank Abuakohene, the boy is in your court now. As a matter of agency, please, member say crew away empire your home call. Member say the pabwania for way no emedi Ghana, emedi Ghana dream. For who knew Sakwa and Fanko. We need to look for every single emra, and would dear me na samrano, and would. And remember what when you also work one yes so far be of also there in less than 1 minute. Oba nyatem didie. Sure, there is a high level of wickedness among the NPP, and nobody is willing to talk about it. Obi a person baka ho asem because I say, and I'm the Godfather new, and I'm the Omi to NPP mo, and I'm Charlie, Chairman. Ya wo to NPP mu ti NPP paying for anyone I need to be sure say a dream. I was Ghana ha, and you're telling me that we NPP nti Ghana and say, and the unia be no yejuma wo ebia First National and I say Pakwesi Dumbanki eguye me no kase bia no da so tifie a oni adwuma ye ebinom yare abɔ omo mu de musika kɔto banks nam one ne nasefo de ni na dream ne kata hyehyɛ ne krono akoso wo Ghana under the watch of Nana Daku Akufo-Addo. Aye very unprecedented, and we can never ma kwan da Emma Sakruwa we empire hunko. Every single individual what dig Ghana dream biano. Be ready and be prepared to face the law. Obia, what they all say? Yabeka, nyadaje, na koto data, na so ya ho so de, na be di atembe so paye. Ye say sa ni pakro no, say ye body di si ye pena. Na wo de waba. No ka tell say oh, especially no be trade de ni hu so. And we are here hailing the thieves. Ma yesoso sebe akronfo ane nipa bonyefo so ewo ye man mu ha do mo say. Ena ye gu apapafo animu ase. Ye sopesa apapafo. Ye ina ye hu kwan a John Dramani Mahama ekwa ohuyehia mu Ghana fo de ne fa so. Ghana fo de ne fa so okoye. Waseba. And this reminds me of this popular quote in the Bible that they will prepare a table before your enemies. And they will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. Special prosecutor, sorry, here can Ofori Atta. Wouldn't baby your wife, Remy? Natural second of Woyata she took Ruba Musei. Ye did not say how Osibra form. Wow, in the next 1 minute, every single Obia Baby, what if I don't for 4 likes net or so? No, be friend. 1 minute. Oba, yeah, here can Ofori Atta. Also, the other saying, what you saying, Brandy Eddie Kobo. Never 4 likes net to order when I got a phone to me, friend. Oba, our friend, I was to watch the watching. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Mel Tio who I will TV set to say from Sakasafi.
Hello, good morning.
All right, Otimi Naso bon fafofro. Line I is so busy. Ye fafofro no sombra. Na odo so meka ye say we Ofori Atta. What you said and say. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, about your wine.
What's your seminar now? Make us a few months.
Nana Mamintio, Mummy had it to Mammy.
What's your Ghana had it here? Turning for no crown with the fashion of the American prayer. I quite say, Mammy, I want. I young the scanation will be for Sana, the mine. Okay, give my mammy, and I was in China.
Medasi, thank you very much. I hope from Ramemfa 2 ball course with Francaho. Nafi. Yes, Oba, tell now work out there now call baby. Oba, tell now work out there now call baby. Hello, good morning. Yes, Bajawani.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, Bajawani.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Bajawani, I'm in the Kase.
Me Esther.
Esther Kase free.
Tita Mante.
Mamintio.
Pastor, can you pray that I say no? Because someone say on mine sicker.
Me da se so waje kire de no se ye chicken Ofori Atta. Baby ya hwehwe no, baby owo bia mo ka che so simra from ye gina ha. Ya da se. Why biem? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, about your money.
Christian, Africa, so.
West Africa, so you hear kind of Ofori Atta, but only baby your wall.
Oh, that be by some share am chino. Yes,
Oshe Ora Atare. Where they?
What's say?
Oh, a channel Ora.
Yeah, no.
Where are
you? Yeah, Ken Ofori Atta.
Why they?
Oh, say. Oh, any why they? No, why they? No, why they?
Where GRA SML deal.
Exactly.
Number 2, ECG Benjil contracts.
Okay.
Number 3, National Cathedral.
Okay.
Number 4, one constituency, one ambulance initiative.
Okay.
Number 5, GRA's tax refund account.
Okay.
And we were full Ghana budget.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So what I say? Yeah,
okay.
Ghana, how you know? Your brain, no, Ninsum,
I see.
8 years. O my family may be brave.
Remember,
Yawa family now.
You remember,
Yashano.
Mate.
Wow, only no dia only. The picture ni. Maybe I will be the telephone number not to work.
I see.
Neka no be who say aha no hye na wa be kire say aha no wo no ye be ma bibi.
I see.
Enu no ye how nyina ni say ye hwehwe Ken Ofori Atta.
It also can I then.
Ye hwehwe no.
Why then?
Say oboa me. Pacho we calculator.
Yes, I calculate.
Pacho de jukra. Na me bobo eniema ono atena se in 8 years. Why ye ama Ghana for yedi emia edi abeho a obeti ase edi nti ayehwe no
nti that's a calculator one na dey buy to bobo wade
me pa chom da hwe first one e fi ha 58 million National Cathedral sinkhole no 58 million na Ghana ni bia wo ho bia on paper na cho o de offer calculator embo 58 million US dollars na owi a ombo 108 million ambulance scandal. Oh, me can say
okay.
Me can say
it's where 58 million.
US dollars.
Plus
108 million.
Plus 108 million.
2.8 million.
Plus 2.8.
Plus 130 million.
Plus
COVID
130.
testing. Yes.
Plus
222.7 million.
Hey.
222.7 million.
0.7.
Yes, Bank of Ghana headquarters.
Okay.
Palugu Dam, omo jisika, ese omaye, the biggest ever no. Yeah, I call who you say omo nya hwe wo honum no. Eno nko akeke no 11 million dollars. 11 million
plus 11.
Na 48 million All African Games.
Plus 48.
Accreditation. Okay, I said accreditation. Na cost say accreditation keke. Over 1,000 accreditation. Eno o kanina boom. Now the 3 billion SML scam and SML no wo ha.
And you 3 billion.
3 billion.
The 3 billion you can remember what say.
Calculator no kwa ha enkum.
And 9 zeros but me both zeros na so.
O ka we na boom. 1.7 billion.
Mama nko 1.7.
Now 150 million. Cathedral executives.
150.
Cathedral executives no. Omo ko tira ho no keke. Omo aketua keke aye tua omo ever since I start here 150 million dollars. Now 1.4 billion COVID
another 1.4 billion.
COVID tax ayaji any COVID ehun sensem yina no. 17 million resource access. 5.8 million stadium.
Yeah, they might confused.
Exactly.
Medical nya 750.
It's rather only wanted.
Medical 750 million dollars.
Where you oral document or medical man John Dramani Mahama.
Obetumi de amaye.
Obetumi de amaye.
Where the oral for
Ediko man John Dramani Mahama.
All right.
Enye.
And see you have a copy.
Yes.
Okay, so officially yes you have a copy wa ha.
Exactly.
Ora niam mo de ko ya fe de ya ba be ka ho nsa bi na ade amamo.
Sure.
Na fe mo atete niam bi ase e wo ha no mo say.
Sure.
Na omo de ka de omo mandate by now so corruption index ewo ha no mu say wo corrupt mame fa mbraha aha corruption index ewo ha no mu say a che say orafo Samuel Okujeto Blakwa oka kire nanado say ogina form house mra form na ne nkofo ni bia bogana krono eno ewo ha no mu say corruption scandal. Then number 2 so ha no mu say so niam ni na mako and na orafo de akoti nyame yadom watch na yeso ye ba as usual
25 billion banking sector cleanup.
Banking sector cleanup.
I dey 9 million. SCC am Ghana for anya adwuma ye no. Ye the 25 billion and guno.
Ofori Atta jina finfin wa hye no white kama pa.
Wei.
Enti ye dem ane de bebre wo ha.
Enti wei special prosecutor 2024 December.
Okay.
Wei and odi ba Ghana for yina say omo adwuma o maye. Any omo hwehwe mo o maye no. Wo ase ye chutum. Wo wodi boni. Wei ewo enie.
I see.
Ni na nie.
Ba ku bi ha me wo interest wo. Ba cho capture we mami. Me interest for this very particular one. Now, I say 80 million illegal printing of money by Bank of Ghana. Is it 80 billion? Yes, 80 billion Ghana cedis. Illegal printing of. In this case, I don't printing away.
Ghana.
And echo my best.
And no near baby bisano.
Okay.
And no one send a baby bisano. Sikan efa him. One instruction. Since when any started a printing sika or Ghana about obi any. It's yeah how yeka yamani hu. No, this is it. And see, more beyond jam baby.
But I say 12 million a Japan pay off.
Exactly.
Aye. Quite all your wedding kasa.
PDS in the film. Elunti, Mr. Ghana for more beyond boom. Yeah, how we know. Yes, sir, you did ya buying, and I say you did Kokomotino up here more a few because I'm no more high. Now, John Dramani Mahama mandate, or catch will be say, Ora, yeah, campaign, you catch a Ghana for say, we will make sure, say, they bring all that money. Yes, she say, and yes, obey fugitive. No, you should come to Ghana.
Now,
yes, contract, I sign Ghana, Sika, I shame as partners. And yeah,
hey,
Ghana, Sika, Ghana, and then Sika, shame as partners. Hey. This is it. $2 million.
Sky train now, man.
$2 million.
Yes, I have contract.
Obiedi scano $2 million.
Quite other casa.
$2 million. Obiedi scano. Amaso yada. You got for your fee. And can't quote that. And now, me say, sir, Obi say, I don't know. A friend is saying, Richard Japa, a day, a call her, a day, come her. Yeah, this movie near Babaye. Movie near Babaye no. And start here.
Oh, now why this is the other
movie no. Me say movie na Babaye no. And see in the next 4 years, the movie that will be directed by John Dramani Mahama. Movie edi yen punto ebeba. Some movie no muma hwe we afa near Babaye so what's a Nigerian movie no home. And a Ghana movie. Wo be share Chewa part 2, part 3 no. Wo be share
Akoyako part 9.
Exactly. The part 1 only say you go ready them no. I know na Ghana focus no. Omunya botre, omu hu bibia. Ma say na say ECG. Omu containers our port. 2,500 containers. Aka port. Ghana airboka 1.5 billion.
Electricity Company of Ghana.
Yes, Omakra containers am aka port. Now onim. Enye won wa so mama na aka port onim bi entia. Esida. Abra ECG na aka sa no. Omakra container worth $500 million. No money ba port no. Oman koyi. Ya de na si oman koyi. Ana omu ja no ho. Onim de si ye. Omo osin sa container no. Omo osin container no 100,000 Ghana cedis. Container which is worth $500,000. Omo osin container no at 100,000 Ghana cedis. Na dey ya e won kra time any say uni do mu ye Ghana ni private man na okoto container no 100,000 Ghana cedis no wa ye container no report no and wa sa koton ama ECG at $300,000.
How?
Container no e worth $500,000. Ah o makra e di aba. O man yi e port. into a carport and a drew auction and I buy auction container.
I see.
I buy auction container. The more you can.
I see.
Now I buy auction container or I buy auction 100,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
I did worth $500,000. No, I buy an auction 100,000 Ghana.
That's 100,000 like I used to for me to get your
number. So businessman or toy no $100,000 no year no. Or no year or kotoma buying ECG no worth $300,000. Me say can of right idea no. I just welcome me address. Never see Ghana in the next 4 years to Mo bien dane o, mo bien dane. John Dramani Mahama, boss. Time Jerry John Rollins efi ho Kufo eba en. Kufo or investigate JJ Rollins.
Yeah, sure.
Or so, why no, he didn't criminalize any investigation on him or investigating
Yeah, no. No. They enjoy that immunity.
Yeah, Jerry Kufo efi ho no. First Atamas buy no. Atamas investigating no. There be. Nanado eba no. The first person or investigating no Ghana ha John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah, sure.
Anka imagine say John Mahama bon anka by na yengeli no ye. Me say
Baka na refi ni ma pa o.
Nanado onya botre John Dramani Mahama 8 years no Ghana ha. Nanado onka Ghana ha. Ye friend bia omra ora for friend omra. IGP friend omra. National security friend omra. Mo bia nyane figure na ha. Wow who bon every single deal bia ha. Special prosecutor enye odiaba aban sika yes the am special prosecutor na emwo kwari say na do na enere den appointed special prosecutor ne hu dwumadie ni ne hu ahunye eno everybody Charles Bisu edin wo ha nti say me bo odi na oti odi a for the present me bo odi na oti a present me nwane wo Ghana ha ya special prosecutor the back no e pa cho ehini
we electricity company of Ghana
o ma se mo ha ni ha
e wo ha
me ba se ato ha na nto ha me da se electricity company of Ghana present o mo Ghana ha ya
I see
ye ba ji esika government of Ghana payroll administration
yes
na say so to say ayiba e fa say national service
e wo ha me hu no ha
say ohun ye
me hu no ha
ghost name of 81,000 ghost name. Nipa bako. Name ya say nipa bako. Ya should have created it 226 times.
With the same index
number. Out in the same class. It's a more class. And I'm ho. Nipa bako. And ya said that born one class no UDS no. Nipa bako ni ya created Ghana buy idea. Nana do ya idea created class. I'm a nipa bako. I'm a you 226 times. Now I'm for mommy, I'm for papa. At the bond. Oma di almost just the sika asem say anka. Boso me bi abanye de entu amoka. Na wo di usa bom. Now abba, e dey boni ni e dey ayew. What have we done? Get off fire there. Me say this election e call e no na more than revolution. Me say mama me hu say Faru. Ma be hu Nebuchadnezzar ba me be hu Nanado me be hu Nanado ye be hu Nanado na ye just a story
o the name compare why
story
Nanado which means that
story I of Pharaoh hu no any story I far Nebuchadnezzar no enu de Nanado di Ghana for Nanado di Ghana for enu ba kokura Nanado and there was a time I heard your Bible now. Nebuchadnezzar Pro Max.
Hey, yes, crazy.
No be a no answer for see was scamming. One thing, I'm not pastor cry. You see the word scam. Was scam yame. Was scam on no answer for. Was scam Ghana for. As scam on no MPs. This is the kind of Ghana we are in. Another permission. Sorry, John Dramani Mahama. You don't want to say. I said that and you remember. Say what videos nsa ato okoko so etua ye ma memo
bondholders
what we tua omo ka ha this is John Dramani Mahama nyankwada boy eni ye hwehwe Ghana ha This is what we mix in governance. When you have faith, about when you have faith, about when you say how now so and I'm saying minim say me man for nti me tuaka and blackson obi a American odi nisika abasha Ghana abia school amankwa ekwo free ebi sika ko share say eba bia na dey tua light bill eba bia na dey tua teachers for car nti anya dey as a businessman no offer sika and share hobby because I build a school and it is free and what will run the school is the bond and the interest I will be getting nti abaye this sika we fire juma na bosubi so a kakra de mama me no eno na me de betua teachers for na omu ye juma school a me free no a omu ko hu free no o betua omu ka na ba o de usa bom ama papa we su say on be invest for Ghana have bim. What do you want the outside people or investors to see to like say yes Ghana yen ko invest for Ghana and then who dey try the moment who say John Dramani Mahama etua bondholders the people say when you gigi Ghana mu ene de or your NDC ne me pacho NDC na or your MPO Ghana first or your Ghana ni ti Ghana ni o MPP ni o CPP ni o bond for no me pacho John Dramani Mahama etua no otua NDC bondholders and now otua MPP bondholders otua Ghana for day na that is why I always say so we babum and now we mama ye papa mo to ye ka NDC asema enye say ye ka obi obebo oman Ghana o ye ka obi ope oman Ghana mpuntuo because when you are in NDC you have the heart for Ghana me say we caution ema omo John Dramani Mahama enye gidie omu say omu lead Ghana in the next 4 years we don't want to see that rot and corruption that we are fed up on ye person who say am 4 years then anya ni die omo ti o ka say yes say am ye Ghana ni dollar rate en ko do 20 cedis ya minti bafom chicken edwane ayedi hu niam no ebeba fom teacher for ebe di omo sa be so omo busa ka say we any oman a lesum no yes this Ghana yenya go ni edio we are not joking resetting Ghana no me say it has come at the right time. This is the time we will reset Ghana.
I see.
This is the time we will reflect.
Yeah, what's why?
No. So a cow to do a way abo. No, check Ghana near all house the no defend this side in your bogu over the film. Na ma for refiana. Ya Ghana how? Me say me share that na say ko internet. E ko hwehwe in ko fab. Ya say Rambo star no etia omo. Number 1, Chachukita, Okaino. Yeah, okay, Chachukita. Kwame Prepare Okaino. Yeah. Abu Dhabi Okaino. Victor Solomon Okaino. Hey, me say Ghana, where part 1? No? You do part 7. Mate, where part 1? You do part 7. They should relax. Look, we will govern Ghana with decorum. Like, you better make sure, say, and near my what Emramuno, and you be Juma. Yeah, if I enter Emra. But Ghanaians will live good. We will make sure in the next 120 days, any Ghana for contract, I sign say, and the actual signal say, this is how we want Ghana to be. Okay. So in the oral book and NASA documents of what they call His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, oral book one of them, where New Testament, the Old Testament in Becca home. Captured almost 85 million Ghana cedis stadium renovation, i.e., a Sipon Sports Stadium, Tamale Sports Stadium, and Accra Sports Stadium. So 3 stadia winning now 85 million Ghana cedis. But you know what takrade second because Sipon no ye we are takrade the that second the muncha na mo fan send here so mo we are Tamale there no that is Ali Mahama Sports Stadium. Mo check my so mo we are Accra Sports Stadium there. Ebe no ha ye nebe ko ho no mo na minim ne nti Ivan ayedi Ivan asa ne asema ye kan wonte say metie mo edus ye ni nkomo Jabi the kind I mention na mencha watie for before so beto aso no ne o nyame na oba bebu na no wa fiji maba Thank you. Debbie, I mentioned what here for Namenkase.
Adia Bakwana lead the conversation up to the election has to do with accountability. Because upon this particular platform, I remember the number of times I recount to issues of corruption plaguing this country. Book you need figures here, market Kenya, no, give you a graphic understanding of Niama si say I am very horrific. Because of that, a minor I lose a huge sums of money. So after elections, you know, Adia Ghana Nibia Tiabontia or shame say what is next? Is it going to be business as usual? And I buy they are not kakeke. And I think so her science now cause clearly there is this slight demonstration that government is really committed to doing something about the situation. And no, and I Ghana for shame. The last week, you share what ensued between the special prosecutor, Ofori Atta, and other people, and the Akoso Ewokroma saying. But Adeba Ghana form for morning call, they are looking at Ofori Atta, what to crime, or Kosiki care, our bontin, special prosecutor, Channel, were declared a fugitive. So the conversation, you know, there are other key issues that are quite black, people are not looking at. And that is the side I want to hit on this morning before I will look at the figures. JB.
Yes, sir.
Makachiro said, on my yeti, politics, leadership, governance, I take a joke 10. You put serious people at leadership position. And it's the reason why in Nema I see in the past, you know, I see Ewokroma saying. Ofori Atta in question was a finance minister in Ghana for 7 good years. MPP for at some point in time were fed up.
Yeah, sure.
Ebisan say buying too, but said Osikano and Nebuchadnezzar in nature or an absence on the union free. So this guy, as a finance minister, messed up the economy of this country.
I address him accordingly. Ofori Atta, he's not a guy.
Now I'll be a guy. Man. No, it's just for the sake of conversation. This is an informal conversation. There'll be a better day, I can say. So the guy was a finance minister for 7 good years in this country. And on the supervising man near my course, Sabi and Kwasi Abosia Ghana boy, and I'm on mine that coming in, and he was the person behind it. Mekachro say, Ofaka Ofori Atta the Nisi Krum now they are abiding a chibizan say, Ken, Obo Bosia, Chenyan Sadia, what the year, one share with a humtia babuno kuno, cause all Yan Sadia Bakokran Canchero. Omoye, Domoye, and Merwana and Cocrafosika, and ordinance Sato, so say. Yet the air bomb my no buying. JB. Abraham John Mahama airco in 2016.
Yeah.
He built a hospital Kumasi, a ferry hospital, a medical village.
Yeah.
Our recreation, every single thing you expect to see in a modern hospital, you find it there.
500 bed capacity.
Good. Kumasi.
Yeah, sure.
For 8 good years, that hospital was left to rot.
Now you're 93% completion as at 2016.
Yes. Menon the Captain Smart Betina program was my Deputy Minister of Health, Freka, said the following month that hospital was going to function.
Yeah, that's
till date, after the hospital, no, I say this joker left this country and he has the infantry to tell me now will say or no call America. I could seek care. You see, America just said we put jokers in power. Because this guy, any sense of shame, the last thing he will do is to tell us, or Kosiki care in America. And hospital now see, no, a Mayo Clinic. So, who are field of medicine, Mayo Clinic coming to your mind, and you know, say it is one of the most expensive and the best medical facilities in America.
I see.
A lot of medical research, of course, in recent times, now most of them is being done through their faculties. Then I say for Mayo Clinic is one of the best facilities you can find in the world. This joker, after toying and messing with Ghana, na Ghana tetia pansam no, or not Timinya Kukodro, a sorokse or co Mayo Clinic, akosiki care. Onya Kenya Busia no boy, no. Now some of us were here advocating, say, young fine investing in your healthcare system. Oh, Groma say. The guy insisted, say, or Kwakosi Cathedral. Emma Yasuma, a software said, be a binum, say, who the woman team, a sort of call Israel some of Fabo about Kroma, as a nipa jet to some cry. And the president justification is, oh, say, Yakona, Yakosi Cathedral, na, God will help us to avert civil war. Now, on crowding way, say way, and how can that country progress? The president is thinking, say, you see, cathedral, we are calamity be a civil war. Be a Okoko d'Ivoire, Yamosokro. The biggest cathedral was built by a president. Yeah. 2016, 2013, war no see no omudwane te say be ankane. The cathedral couldn't save them. Sikana yedi besi hospital wa say no jebi ye tam de kotu amena ukọ amena no ma entwere ne ye fa ne say double and edi agro. They couldn't even build that particular thing. After messing up with this health facility and health infrastructure, nurses and doctors of Moriyo School, no, they are still at home. Nurses of Moriyo School 2020, they are still at home. Because facilities anywhere you post to be their home. Because as software Ofori Atta and the government then were telling us, instead of investing in hospitals and other healthcare infrastructures, they all young to us money, or the Sikano Kosi Cathedral. And then Asama Bana Kronoa Bana Brabi Wanoa. That joker has the infantry to write to the special prosecutor say, oh, me wa clinic me ko sikike na me kra no me nim da me bana se me wia. That tells you say, o man ankasa na yenye serious. And I'm saying say Ofori Atta either dead or alive, the guy must be brought into this country. Either dead or alive, the guy must be brought back to this country and answer for what he has done.
Na say ofri mudia na asabasa.
Oh, that answer. You see, Mese Babi and Mradu no, we need to establish a conventional deterrence. And I will have what happened in Germany. The Nuremberg trials. Nipana Adolf Hitler do mudi nsemuno. Do not know Janeko Argentina. Israel for actually kochichi birum do mo kokosho mo ne yokuomo. E dodo na wuye. But the Nuremberg trial, no F-trial people in absentia.
Yeah, sure.
Even after their death, no, they were convicted. And the house, even though this person was not tried in person, they were tried in absentia and they were convicted even after their death. And the Ukraine, you can still be convicted because the crimes these people have committed, no, JB, say yentimi anya mana nyansa na hobia, abanya asha say it will end up the same way. That was why the last time I catch us, I'm for your position and who ye G and if I'm fair because him so messy up, no consequence be down. But we need to change that narrative. My man for who say, oh messy up, even though you're government, the consequences are there for you to face. And it's the reason why this particular Ofori Atta matter, and not just Ofori Atta, several other crimes we need to recover these monies. Because governance is not an avenue where people come amass wealth to themselves and then they take care of themselves, and the vast majority who invested their time, energy and everything into that government, become poor. And in the end of the day, about a cycle. Whereby we are not whereby we are not we are not the impunity you expect, you don't see it. And there is something I told you on this platform. Maybe we will fee.
Okay, masters, bass or bro for those.
No. Me catch all this particular platform say we were being ruled by a cartel of unintelligent criminals. That was okay. Good. What who national service scandal now?
Yes, sure.
What who say how the whole deal was cooked? That you could say these are nipo munim nyansa and no cookie that particular deal. Akrom for bunim nyansa because national security and national service scandal no akora say bi obi a onim nyansa bia kora no behu say ade na e cookie no enya ade nyansa wom ojebi. How do you explain say wo ye your first fraud now after one person one Abubakar something then you slot in his name 226 times you are paying the person from the same database nyansa ni be na be say ade we again. So uko details into some of the names there is this Alaji something oil national service within 92 years. I'm telling you
error.
No, it's not error, it's part of the database. Now when nipa within 92 years oil national service, I'm telling you that these are a bunch of unintelligent criminals. Because Abayinuna Onimnyansentino imported these people to come to government, and when you bring idiots into government, they will collect to their idiocy best.
I see. Can it hear?
Me say these are criminals. I would omoba aban mu na omo that opportunity na. Na say sabi omo tinche no mu di nsemu no omo wura aban no ma. Nsemu no be double. Because this time no, they have faculty, they have resources, they have everything. They even have power to do whatever they are doing. And unti na nipa ote National Service Secretary betimi afọ obi a wadi 92 years. Di yan say joy na say.
Kenya ni bi kra ka ho.
Yes, omoko internet and omo ye photo shopping. Enti ofa Kenya ni nanim no wa man Ghana din. Na nyansa ni because memeti yes me kasa me ye fraud da ubewu akwa ba ma wona na aba, you will never find out.
I see.
Oh yes. Because if you are smart, that is what you do. Oh, na me bokro no, you can never uncheme. That's what I'm telling you. But these people, because they are not smart. And you know, no, I don't know, because I'm no, criminals are very intelligent people.
Yeah.
Because I call medicine.
Oh yeah, criminal na say chewa no wajimi.
Exactly. Because your friend is saying medicine or moye. Among for a medicine at the Besaya there. There are other people who also invest in other side called pseudo medicine. Do you know what they do? Medicine, no, your friends say you deal with pathology. Omono they almost create sad near man. For instance, there is this crime syndicate by say omonam ye free medical care for a man for no monam no more surgery. Go to your friends saying there is this country called your friends saying Mecca omo medical mercenaries.
Yeah.
What they do is omoba facility now. They were rendering free your friends surgery for people. Not to know in Sasana omo organ harvesting syndicate. Ye bia we ma when you say your kidney back. Operation omo free no. But omonti later alarm no bro ya no. Not just say obi a go through that surgery ni bia o kidney back one ira. Now and I kidney see your kidney near two back be ya adwuma until say bibi besi no hwan na obeda Sarako clinic say me kwese me kidney wo ha why be that. Nti say your twa ye ntwa ye wini. So omoni ba omo so no not this organ harvesting way no aye big business around the world. These are criminals. It took ages for that particular thing to be discovered. That is what intelligent criminals, when they operate, that is how they operate. In America, some of the recent cases, crimes were committed in the 30s until recently.
In the 30s?
Yes. Until recently, and Wontumi identify some of the culprits. Try a modern as a phone. But these are people, and I'm so crime no crime committed, they don't even know how to do it. And you're for 92-year-old because 92-year-old or national service is a red flag.
I see.
Pictures no more far from internet. Google no more they changing Ghana. Do you know? The very moment Kenya knew who Kenya anymore, obviously it will give you out. But I know so these are some of the things that they did. And JB, the side of it is
and even with national service, the moment I'll be D40 and above, won't mean national service. I mean,
so as an ordinary person, now also into what has happened. You have that slight inclination after 40 years of crown. So I ever say in a national service secretary, we will for be 92. India shame. I just don't find him answer.
Maybe I'm David, so I visit so of government institution. That's when your national service I empower. The say that's on your opportunity. Until Omuka to call you and say ya foul.
No, that's it. You also know, sir, 90 years you are above any government work because retirement is 60. So there is no justification.
Now, boys in here, no,
no, sir, can't the normal routine processes either 92 years. Oh, Baba can be a private work, government work, you don't qualify.
So, according to ORA, Maminka, we quick one about the national category. Right. According to ORA, I would say US dollars 4.5 billion national service payroll scam. Investigative by reveals that the inclusion of 200,000 fictitious names, commonly referred to as ghost names, on the National Service Secretariat's payroll between 2020 to 2024. Consequently, the fraudulent activity is estimated to have caused financial loss amounting to approximately 68.46 billion Ghana cedis. That is around 4.5 billion US dollars. If calculated based on monthly allowance of 715 Ghana cedis per ghost names over 48 months.
And what you say, ghost names, And do you know that some of the ghosts are Ghana card?
Almost need fingerprints.
Yes, but deliberately, no, almost create Ghana card for them, and they created fake university IDs for them.
I see.
And you call UCC, almost every university be our kind of some generate or more your friend is saying student ID using the year and maybe course no way depending on which university. These people generated fake university IDs. They inserted these things in the database. Student or call UCC as for Obia who not a faker, obviously it will give you out. So Obia we are smart or commit a crime, no. You could see clearly these things are never ever give you out. And I am telling you the quality of personnel are very often in the name of dirty politics. Yes, so if the person the sense of thinking here very inferior na obetimi adwen to this level na wodi nipa we ba aban mu a question na bi say won say improvement be na odi ba aban na apart from so be bokro no, and that is the problem that we have created. So JB, I think say crimes like this can never go unpunished. We need to set a stage yebetimi ayesa nema we nyina different the man for who said who your mind sika in the first place the money will have to be recovered. Yagia we no na sentence bia o hobia na se nipa no face bia no you face it. We don't do this thing because we want to punish people. Now mom say be betimi aye as a deterrent. Other people will not do it. Yeah, sure. Potential people in government will be criminals who will also be deterred. Say nipa we ya dey we no consequences in there. How can we do these things? And one thing I me person me saying can one say okay. What na say bisa won say Argentina state institution in executing their functions, back for meeting adwum no national service scandal way according for the last 8 years old.
But we period from 2020 to 2024, so a 4-year period.
No.
Yes, I know.
Yes,
so they've been in government for 8 years.
Yes,
but according to this report,
yes,
within a 4-year period.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at the oral report. I'm talking about the events, the fourth state investigation. Year 2017.
Yes.
So what I was saying? Say enya institutional weakness and a systemic weakness and a year we ever and send about for betimi atena one office abokro no for 8 good years.
But the first one there Mustafa no is it former sports minister former sports minister yes on there NSS boss and so not says to be
no me dey say everyone saying and that rot no akoso for that long stretch of time. Sure. Now no institutional mechanism be yet to identify these things. There should be a system in place. I bet me yet me recover, yet me monitor some of these things. They don't happen. It's the reason why I always have issue with the Auditor General's report. Yet na chrono no koso adwuma wie. Now for yakofo buku kakra ne asesa ni nyina gumu kan kra wie. Auditor General report wo dey afekra Wontumi kan wie. And so what mechanisms and you put in place at the institutional level, we deal with the corruption as it happens. There are structures in place just to ensure we prevent the crimes instead of these are weaknesses going forward. We also need to look at and address them. And yes, sir, there be a radio so ni TV so discussing scandals and very often we don't even recover. For national service for 8 good years, be betima tena asesa ghost names dia shame sa aya culture that to them they feel free to do. I think that this institutional weakness now embedded in our governance system as you finding a way to address them, and yes, how we will never move forward. I'm making sure that things like this, the punishment will be so severe and will be so consequential to the stand say what when enya wakono say dear friend krono obekwa bobi. We need to send a message to people say aban sika frito from krana unya hu ni wura say uja no hokwa na ofa de kokoja. That is the culture that we need to establish in this country, and it's what I'm expecting President Mahama say going forward. Obeye sa na man ya institute those things because the only difference between any people elsewhere in the Western world, indiscipline. The culture of indiscipline everywhere in our governance system.
That's true.
Baby and the panel will be, and they try to create a new way, either to steal, either to the obey. But those systems are there to check people. Yeah, you understand? But I can't say, we cover Pope be president, one checking over Bokro. And those incentives and opportunities and money we need to take it away, and by making man know There are consequences for our actions. But we live in a country where you do anything and you get away with it. And these are some of the things you wake up to. It's the reason why these people were bold enough to sit at the National Service Secretariat. Did what they did. Ofori Atta Nyamana all year in the Omani Sikadi and said, boom, without parliamentary approval. Yes, I am. He knew. Jebi, again. Parliament. One of the institutions that are failing Ghana overwhelmingly.
I see. Which of the parliaments? Is it the 7th or the 8th parliament?
Let me use parliament. And way specifically, I'm talking about the parliament in April. Is it the 8th parliament? Yes. Because we figures in the national service for providing they were sending these figures to parliament. Parliament has an oversight responsibility. Institution na national service kano. The Auditor General, they all have oversight responsibility. And are they telling us, yeah, the list about they don't do any background check? No one said the is that what they are telling us? So, what is the oversight responsibility of this state institution? Because Parliament, there is a reason why some of these lists, you know, you go through, you do your own background checks, you do to verify whether these numbers are correct, whether they are consistent. Numbers now you deploy, you know, how many people actually went to the ground. There is a reason why such numbers must be submitted to Parliament. So Ubisa I say, Sanyama wait to cost 8 years. Now Parliament oversight we no anti kache. Na obi antimi hu until fourth state make akwa investigation and sana all drama for attention. Clearly it shows there is massive institutional weakness that must be addressed in this country. You understand? So in some no mayenja yankana sa kekesa corruption e Ofori Atta and say there are fundamental weaknesses locked to the heart of our governance system that we need to sit down as people. Now you make sure say you address it by Croman and Semsia. We look at the individuals involved. We look at the political parties they are coming from. So we politicize the whole issue and we forget about the fundamental leakages underpinning institutions. As a address, so at the end of the day, you go after the people, the institutional weaknesses are there, will come back and other people will come and create it. Because national security, national service scandal, Mekasa President Mahama, Emma Nkufo-Binim Tuyasika in 2016. So it means the fundamental problem at the time, a payroll fraud, we couldn't address it at the time. But that was the time for us to look at these things. Now you're slotting in. Now you're making sure say you cave in. So I think they're going forward, we really need to get serious in this country and make sure say we punish crimes. And yes, sir, we will lose this country, our essence and everything that we stand for.
That's it.
Oh, Mami can be my brother. Okay.
I think so. Okay, my fans, quick one. I want to minute share this document. Ghanaian American comedian Bia.
He was the one and out.
Oh, okay. Then go ahead. All right.
Okay, my brother, assistant pa, na Emma. Inti me brother no refi. Yen ko kai no. Ye free Abamu 2016 ono oba ba wie no kan we do help John Mama obi dwe hu say opese dachi do nya $1 million then John Mama here no
Victoria Hammer
yes and then John Mama here no
opamu
yes I no chance sali pako na e ka wasem help mama ma o ye mpacho ni no see
a preview to Ghanaians.
No, even aside that, let your camera capture this. You see, this time around no Nyaminti technology aba aman kophobia na omo se omo no mako school bebe bia na omo di brofo ehu ya name ti se obi minister bia nyame adom na wanya minister dia we a onko edi ntina se ono no omo te brofo na na brofo no wote brofo a ene che se wo nyansa wo Ghana
what's na okay
Fatima Samson oh ye ma oba you say we respect women. We give them acknowledge. I mean, person make our but shape. So war about what we be one can say oh ni motor brofo. Na brofo ene did here. Brofo na di like bo. Brofo ene fa trotro. Ene brofo samo. Men fa brofo e me wiayen. Ye di atwi ene Hausa no e be boa Ghana. We don't need English. Share omo mo ti brofo omo share white a omo kura e fe suitcase no. E ko no mo Ghana. Brofo ne edibo na me brother I can say omuko parliament house omo te brofo omo parliament house sa na ma fu yi e ba mu he na no do ho Onna ne nyame ase say John Mahama enye na adwe say oba no so enka me kase na adwe say John yati krom ha ena free education nanado aka che say nipa 5.7 million ena oba benefit from free education ene Educhum former education minister I say typo and I said it was a mistake. How come boss calculate any? No, calculate any. Money you have 5.7 million. Now we take 3.5 million free more. Unya say 80% inflated. The inflated free education 80%. Calculate 80% of 9.9 billion. Sika since 2017 till now, MPP are buying. Spending our free education and allow the chair of parliament no and say almost spending 9.9 billion our free education.
Yeah, and that JB.
Yes, sir.
I think President Mahama Baye since he took office.
Is it a second coming?
No, second coming. Okay. I think the legacy decision that he's taken to me the biggest one. I am very impactful, the biggest, and I am expecting saying getting a lot of traction within the media. The decision to pay bondholders.
Yes, I mean
is the biggest decision that he's taken so far. Because winning this DDEP in the first place, the buyer the same and the same kind of boy. I open the burden on Ghanaians, and they had the opportunity said they could pay. But because of Omunim do my yentin, almost one near money in Begu, Ghana for console. So Emma Makia Blanks here will can say me invest $1.2 million in this country. Hoping say or the outcome no dividends no better taking care of the school. At some point in time he said, according to him, they were demanding 10% cuts.
Yes.
In bribes and sana. And then almost the President Mahama taking that decision or joining the NDC. So it's about policy choices and policy decisions that he's taken. And to me, I think that is the best decision so far that he's taken. I ever bringing relief to people. Many people above 60 years, 70 years earlier retirement being at the hospital. I know the ordeals people go through when they are at that age. You need to buy your drugs, medication, then as a form. And this uncle for no, fast as you can through on table so a death sentence no pass their mom. What I say. So I think there is something that we need to look at. Now yen celebrating for that now going forward and the akano yen share na yen deal na yen kamwasem sebeya in the future no. Similar things of this nature no e me happen here aban bi man konkobo ne nkwase abosen ai kodi ni nsemu no na ehun sunsanso no e method ordinary Ghanaian so
ya botremai yes say me dey need titi and say practically afeni aba ye twa 1 month ni even till 1 month ni aban subaya odi abali o in 1 month John Mahama abani say officials here o tu kwan no don't go with what business class or first class. No, wabane. But your money. John Dramani Mahama. I'm making sure say.
So what are they going for?
Saying, oh, the normal one. And umpo. So kwa direct chief of staff, Mr. Debra, say, obi a otu kwambiano on funny office. On scrutinizing who say, I want to na otu no. And who ba for so magana na. Say man for so cancelled.
I see.
So he is trying to let you understand say discipline number 1 call. Say any Oriba Kodia, he will be one of the best presidents ever.
I come to be na so man for so. Can offer to to question concern ho yare. E so be ban for so.
Oh, unti ha na me bra kan. Ajana 111 hospital stay CCB. I don't move for nko. I gonna see can dey say Ajana 111. Mo fa nko Ajana 111.
Who be Samuel na ka say.
Akomo fa akokọ na nko Ajana 111. Omo fa no mu nko Ajana 111. Ho kwa na dey the court no ho na Ajana 111 say na court ba.
You see, nema akoso yi Mete say MPP for a press conference defending Ofori Atta when the person in question cry and you're ready. And that is the part of your politics. Sometimes what's in China, a man time who said there are a lot of jokers on the political stage. Because Ofori Atta na one mess up no issues now at hand no cry no. On buying or rabbit and to take it with our press conference and defend that. Then I would defend it.
Oh, sir, Yafenyo Markins after Ghana this discussion calls for parliament, no. Obekasa or Ken have a long conversations. And I know just saying why disappointed about the way I'm fee, blah blah blah. So I'm sure they have enough information that they can give it to Yenya.
No.
Okay. Me pacho. Only pacho for oral book, mommy. Me pacho. Yeah, the bakola you call the fee na you can want them. Ghana for some more fee am show. Sika we, and what do? So o ko say the bakola fee. O kwa o de kokoko na eko.
No, but it's not been established.
You see,
no,
what established you need again?
No, so would you say, give me
99 MPs of the MPP wanted one.
Of course.
The first time minister, our troll said, what evidence do you want again?
Sakara Jabutro, you can only pronounce somebody to be a thief or as a thief after set courts are convicted.
Am I the one who said he's a fugitive?
No, and the special prosecutor.
And you want a special prosecutor? I said, we don't know what I said. And then, so see, I pay you about arresting near Belino. I don't know what. Me patroti, I arrest you Bellu.
Yeah, sure. And
I'm on for court. You see, court, you know, 60, 80, 90, 8 years. How much did you court to? Court, you pay Juma.
Oh, where they?
80, 60, 40. I pay you Juma. I got to pay ye. Sisi ya da pa pemu sisi ya da pa na pemu Ofori Atta famu bom ebebo
and then na peke
bra ya bra o Ghana ha yina nkofo we ya Ghana yo osika kejo mu hama
na se meti se mo so ko Ofori Atta fi omu ko jeska
o de omu fa national security for emfa details mi ye trend details
because I am told so
any sika bi omu nya bi omu kan twen say sika no eno ne de atua event say bondholders no we have the money here. We have the money here. I've been an opportunity here. I'd fair. Now saying just one meeting, just one meeting. One meeting home for so 13,000 Ghana cedis. Am I Ghana Nibia? Alhamdulillah.
How?
Inshallah.
You have 75,000 last year, and this year you expect to say I can go forward in this year. Come about 80,000, 90,000. But about 2 hours to a Ghana near Utemi or Shemi. About 2 hours to ye. In the Kekeno, a 7 Muslimi near Okobom Payama Ghana. No, a 13,000 Ghana because from 75,000, Yataso about 63,000.
Yeah.
And not just say, was 7 Ghana need 13,000 Ghana cedis. And no Kekeno, Alhamdulillah. You were baby or no bar or what all you to me say. Size can own tia because any call for or tia or pepper or do a woman Ghana ni. And I did then the say I had been pa or all the opportunities so ye the ministers Abu 60 or 60 adentia Ghana for this. This is the any time you bought any life and you.
I see
a time a young who said Ghana for or move tell or free or more brand. This is the time to show them say who crowd ya to about also so
I see.
And yet time they live lavish. Now me see me brother can say we press conference or we press conference a democracy. But press conference na chino wa ka ho bia o picture na na pa mo say obo video bia can Ofori Atta ba o mo tunum. Sankofo no ye hia o mo
na o ma ye
wa video no mu bia na o tunum no ka ho ka ho bi obi bodua wa o fa ba kokọ no wa o ti say akọ no su po no wa o hu say akọ no kra su wa ka no o ka ho wa ye nu aduane no ye be che o chance na o sort e wo ho kra ni ka ho kra o ka ho
enti o mo no mo tunum wo Ofori Atta
o mo ye ka bro no ho ye nje obi o this is a fact. I want to understand say your mama I can pay so enya afa ni e be yo wo na ba mu mpo obedwe ho se obeye sa nyama full way akofo way aye no ye do obeka ho be ready and no na say presenters no na mo boy tire na you say yes ya ba say ye be ye Ghana ye enya say ye be say Ghana. This is the mindset of the current administration.
I see.
Oma obi ehun say yes Ghana is now reset and we are ready to work. Ye kono ye ina ye nkommom wo a wo say jomama kura atia bohun dawro. What was appointees the Bia Chia Bohundo Ghana first?
All right. You have about 7 more minutes. If you are back at Council of State about 4 p.m. President Esromo in Jubilee House.
Oh, Sir JB, the Ebeka I think Ashanti region and
Ashanti region, I think.
And Slim Hobby.
Yeah, Northeast.
Northeast Honum. And I can't on so much so many. That's good. So far, and no parent major we say Yatwa, but then. Send central region, young guy, 30 something years, 32 years. I'm say already Council of State election. But I say at his age, I put to Ben or what they more penino. And no JB Hono, and then we are still home. Fine. So we share in Shishaya, na ye di East Uncle for no, or share ye imran moi, or more my ye Juma Bobra, I mean. Former IGP Stan Cofoniano. But then you won't allow so a sebe and neviasi or bit to say Ivan. Made away example can find a person. Ivan Tihui or Betsna ye in platform swap. She send you see Casa. She send you see building a point a Casa. Nipa say so how could Jinebi say how could 2 and penny for? Dear the chest won't mean to for no.
You were 70-year-old boy and a 15-year-old man. That is literally what you're saying.
No, the thing teacher and say your opinion with Jimmy. And then what acquire one answer. Simple. That is the best.
I ever made you.
Your opinion with Jimmy. I'll boo or mine or sell mine. And then what acquire or build your man or my engineer. Yes, you know how many years. I bring you as a phone.
I'm saying 12-10 and I'm
saying, and one. Answer for Abba. They are young. First, no, GBC. See, all the TV stations. Let us bring the youth on board. How would me share a crabby? As some of the canoe, answer woman. What to be will pay you be there about one funny answer. See, this time around, Ghana is full. Is a fool at the right time, or else you would think, say, or in Yansani, and the coach, catch Jimmy phone so with Jimmy at the time, Jimmy, and yes, somebody say, or in Yansani, or Jimmy, simple. I have for because I come out there, no, I if you know, and yet politics and this MPP, and your mind am for bono, or my bomb, no. Ivan.
Yeah, I think that so here Council of State. By design or here constitution Juma mo yene so go to abide for and makase advising somebody once it's not binding very often make it very difficult to know what exactly that person is doing and the last 8 years so here kwanya Council of State afaso conducting the whole krom ha respect Ghana for the that very institution about from a lot of people were calling this a useless institution and people should just trash it because na Ghana for who the some fast work. Because we got to a point some of the decisions that the president was taking were infantile. And the question is why not original old to president for money taking and correct decisions.
And been say now can
and yeah, aduma na wo ye no anya tu ho acha aduma. National defense Council of State yetiaka ya maw your friends a diplomatic passport to can mine as a foot a council will benefit and who to will be for not say or say on far as a responsible person you resign you tell the people say me to no for one even to me I can't be part of this but your court na your home no say na man nka ho and you mo be to me now fa na yere kro be pena mo fa na yere because 2 minutes now ohia 2 minutes so nya fa lenya sade that is the problem that we have so ubenya nkokrafo na hemfo mo te ho power na e wo mo nsam no na mo pe but Jumadi no mbedin they didn't care. So this time round, I'm expecting say National Council of State,
I no Mike den ye Juma.
Me say Council of State, I mean come on Council of State, this time round. Nipa no mo.
Mike den ye Juma. Omo do Mike no.
Say omunya akwanya. Now, and rebuild the image of Council of State because in the eyes of Ghanaians, that institution, that is the message I'm sending to them.
Open to me, because I know Mike Nemba. Almost some more Mike ni. So preaching that person for you recommend.
Me say yeah, black people, I especially Ghanaians, their attitude toward power, no. I such that say nipa no fa na yere kra na ma ne tumi o ba fa na mo afa no. Ko tumi no hia because nya so amfa ma nyansa de. And it's true, you know very well. Enti ya pre kwaje tumi e de bedi ya ho abro. This time round, I think Council of State, they need to work to regain that image now, that there's a dignity in Ghana for one more. Because let me tell you, in the last 8 years, I mean, who Council of State so fast? And they are now about Council of State. I don't even care. Obia Crown, now who comments and I'm for make on social media. People don't care whether Council of State. Because President, they not just won't take it decision. So I think, as part of the constitutional review, we need to look at the functions of the Council of State. Now, and may just advise keke. Now, you send your more critical role. I don't know the day, me know, but now how we can judge them because we pay them. President Mahama has been assigned a role by the Constitution. If he's unable to perform, we can sit here, use indicators, and assess it. So I don't think the Council of State today has advice. After all, so when you do not be to know for how do you know whether to know for what I said? So I think we need to redesign your governance system. Some of these weaknesses, we need to address it. Ghana for and this notion of when you need to don't forget that we had the oldest president in our history. Na mamu na yete ho enei Ghana ba beduro enei. Jebi. So what me fan say what the 40 years and now. We started class 1. Now our classmates are no more Jimmy. Obia class 1. Obia one in nam fufuwa. Sa microphone omunye nguyo. Oma ware awo. What I say. So said the nyansa ni nyine de ware no sa na se bi obi onim nyansa so nyine de ware. E de ba kokora. And the mere fact say obi so gray hair nam no doesn't mean so onim nyansa. And that is the mistake that we do. Modern governance, incorporated a lot of people with intelligence. It's not about age, but we live in an arena where we or yasikonoma or mobra. And your Ghana can mean say about brands and your politics, governance, leadership. This time we could sit down or East Legon, quite plot real estate. Mama for who's a mabra and some about politics. We are not serious. We don't even know what we are about. Governance is about employing mind that are committed and are visionary. And in the oil, Kwame Nkrumah Fida Bridge over Ghana. You fan saying Potomanto no Neukrano, Capra Crano Nibi. But the guy came here, led this country, yes, and leave you legacy and Meno Yanguno, but we sit here and talk about him. It is about in Niamana Nipano, what they do not believe in what you're doing, setting the pace that legacy will transcend beyond generation. And these are some of the things that we need to look at. And I'm saying, people don't even take you serious anymore. That is why now you see this massive infiltration. Owusika, Okotu Galamsey, and Galamsey campaigns, safe haven at parliament. Look at a number of Obiabetu Galamsey Okroma Biowia or parliament. So I know the day parliament safe haven for Galamsey campaigns. And I know the day policies and programs but that oversight responsibility like national service data or no campaign or the oversight be and your business as usual. So I think that we the people have a responsibility say yes here reset here. We need to reset every single faculty, resetting mindset, resetting institution, resetting our politics, the political narrative, everything. Say by a solid foundation, and that foundation give us the Ghana we want. It's not difficult when we are building the Ghana we want. You are not building Ghana for you. Ghana of our own design, of our own creation, and of our own objective. It shouldn't be difficult. And I think that we should be able to enlist the collective will and the support of everybody in putting up these structures together. I will make sure say the dominant force in our governance system will be institutions, because institutional weakness there is no single country in the world when with institutional weakness and then from day one and the special prosecutor now all in the press conference look at the demeanor, look at the emotions, look at this is a guy also for age group for like several times now and all your press conference I saw as a signs of emotions. In some now account to be said, when you're the change the oil, what I said. So we have in the air course clearly, no, give you a signal say institutions. That free ride we need to activate and make sure say abandoning it so say obi who say idea call wrong they should have the capacity. And Mauritius for is it former president? He was arrested yesterday.
Yeah,
Mauritius, prime minister for corruption. Now, make South Korea the actual. These are powerful people sitting at the top echelons of the political establishment.
Yeah, Sri Lanka also the
exactly. You see, so when we begin to take accountability to this level, while we are ordinary person, manager, CEO at any company, you will be careful. But we build impunity to the stand, say even common DC crowd here, DC, or no crown, you're holding accountable. Or Timiko police station, the police for atom, now we are transfer. And we've seen a lot of instances where police people have suffered in the hands of your friends that this is for at a crass level. It's in a crass level, no crimes, how much more at the top, your friends saying government, US presidency. We need to rebuild, reset, I believe in that reset, but it should start resetting the mindset, resetting institutions, and making institutions effective. Sabe build the Ghana that we want. And yes, no. That approach, must be very candid. Now you're making sure, say, Ghana, no, among for a bread, among for. I never quite the hopelessness of young people, FAC, or this country. Debbie, go to the airport, 8 p.m. But who Ghana for my Wadan Kra or more air full plane at the Middle East? Middle East, UAE, a fence away, a mumma, Dodona Qua, a Mokwa house help. The living conditions and the near amount for go through. Yeah, that does a filling station, but on the desert is about 2 years. Just a near amount for your honor. There are people going through a lot. And if there are opportunities, do you think people will go out there? Now, yet, a lithium. Quabrani to me finance, so I got the lithium like I 8% or 9%, yet a celebrity. When young people don't have work to do. I think that these are some of the things that we need to do. My culture say a mineral regime, we need changes. Say we have benefited the people of this country because the resources you should be the foremost beneficiary, not understand that way. But resources are African, I prefer the benefit because you new answer. My culture say, we are seeing natural resources, we need answer. You didn't need answer about the FACO, and that is the fate we are suffering.
But I say, Ivan Che Mesa, innocence.
That's what you're innocence.
Now, National Service for the release video bar and you better go through quickly. Nafe Yama. So National Service for the Ewo Hano Muse, the better so NCBA, Sasso and President Communications so at the release at the bar as of NRA, indicating say President Mahama had directed the Ministry of Finance to settle the domestic debt exchange program bondholders. Say we're releasing 6.01 billion Ghana cedis coupon to Eddie Abawa said Bibia so I don't know that screen is no bit to me. I go through na fe Bibia so to me akoye Eddie Amaya Sasso and National Service for also outline 30 days omode biometric exercise na fe omo to me ama Jumedio no etimi agina ne naso ye in the midst of all these scandals and what have you to say ano ade no ye hu now. So the National Service, quick one, National Service Authority announces 30 days grace period for biometric compliance for university graduates posted for the 2024-2025 academic or service year. In line with our transformation program and His Excellency John Dramani Mahamad's directive to enhance transparency, efficiency and accountability in the National Service deployment process, the National Service Authority wishes to inform all stakeholders and the general public of the enforcement of biometric compliance measure. All deployed personnel who have not yet completed their final biometric verification or validation at their respective regional office are granted a 30 days grace period ending March 19, 2025. To fulfill this requirement, failure to comply within this period will result to an automatic nullification of your registration and posting in accordance with law. We are just about 7 minutes away. Time Nasusa and Santi Al Hassan, just less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, we say Ghana for and appreciate John Dramani Mahama and maybe Wakasa, and I think the name of Wakaina follow in place with John Dramani Mahama. Again, then the team or reset Ghana. Institution must work.
Yeah.
Now say national service a year by and then it's here. I could force in community of finance. And also okay, any head count. Yeah, and who say no. There are people there. You chomo council. More. I bet take it or pepper. Ghana near or per se. Or yet. Accountable Ghana for accountable about your doorsteps is what will make people discover all this.
All right.
Yet me a miracle, no sir. And yeah, one day end of the year, they Ghana for 4 years. First one, the Constitutional Review Committee about Meboa.
Yes.
Why? And Yama Mibra Eka, it is welcome.
That's it.
Yeah, making sure say you're home ever Jim.
But that's it.
Now you're making sure say near my coso and put them your Jumamu, your Bibiano. You're making sure just 1 minute.
Oh no, your time now.
No, your time. Just 1 minute.
We can't go beyond our time.
This is Ghana we all want. And John Dramani Mahama is the only one to rescue Ghana.
That's it.
This is the oral book.
Tago minim se bia wo bibi finally. Ivan everyone in Casabi. Okay. But
There's no money kasa. But the time amano.
Oh, no, it's okay. Me say call him you. Because me no mama kasa.
They would all the calculate.
10 seconds. Wow.
I think
My papa.
this national service will I think that this audit must extend into the entire government.
Yes,
payroll.
sure.
And JB,
I agree with you.
You see, I think that this thing is easy to resolve. So our head counts and the verification will never solve this thing. You see, there should be internal mechanism to do verification at the workplace on daily basis.